It's the first of the month. It's the first of the month. Let's kick off. Let's kick off. It's the first of the month. It's the first of the month.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy Nino and your man D Hicks on your morning show on Live 100 The Word. Let us know what you want to hear. 812-773-3071 on our Facebook page, facebook.com/live100WURM. And like, share, and follow us on all of our social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, YouTube, all that good stuff. Let us know. Follow us, share the word, and spread the word about the independent music movement, because this is the home for independent artists and entrepreneurs, and we need your help, especially if you want to donate monetarily. You can donate to our GoFundMe page, gofundme.com/support independent music with Live 100 WURM. You can donate as little as $5 or as much as you want. Our goal is to raise at least $10,000 to help promote, produce, and provide performance venues for the local artists in the tri-state and elsewhere to promote their music and support the underground music movement. So you can donate as little as $5, and it all goes to a good cause, just like the Listen Local Artist Showcase number 7 that we got coming up at the Main Street Food and Beverage, 900 Main Street, downtown Evansville, doing it for the 7th time, lucky number 7, giving 10 independent acts here in the tri-state, as far north as Indiana and all the way down from Mississippi.
Far north as where?
What did I say? Far north is Indianapolis. That's what I meant. Far north is Naptown. Ryan Davis, D-Boy Records, being a huge part of this, help promote and provide the grand prize of $250. You know what I mean? If you want to be a part of this historic number 7 Listen Local Artist Showcase, you can get your tickets from any one of the artists that are going to be performing in the competition. They each get 10 tickets with their entrance fee to compete with that $250. About to say $250,000. Woo! Better watch that. But for the $250, so it's BYOC. You know what I mean? BYOC, bring your own crowd. This is a crowd participation judge event. And don't forget to bring your promotional wares. I know a lot of artists are out here excited to perform. You know, there's not too many places out here to perform, to get your craft outside of the studio, doing your thing. But the whole point of getting out here doing these Listen Local Artist Showcases and things like that, the Hood Idol Tour and all that stuff that be coming to town and all, is to promote what it is that you're doing. Yes, sell your wares. Bring out some flyers. Bring out some promo material, lanyards, T-shirts, anything that you got for sale to interact, your biopics, all of that good stuff. Right. Have something to leave with people so they can remember who you are. You're not only coming to perform to win that $250, but that $250 is supposed to go to help you further your career. So bring your promo material out there. Whether you got the cards with the QR codes. Right. On them. If you got hard copy CDs, or up in Naptown, they still selling CDs. The city boys, I'm telling you, they still do. So however you need to get your music out there, get it out there. Coop, you on all the social media platforms.
Yes, sir. It's promotion or no motion.
You know what I mean? So if you get a card just with that QR code or with a link where people can find out more about you, especially to be able to buy your music, because you still want to get paid for doing this, you know what I mean? Right. You know, all these social media platforms and distribution platforms, they will cut you a check if enough people start streaming your music. Yes, but can't nobody buy your stuff if they don't know where to get it. You know what I mean? If they don't know where to get it. So make sure you have some promotional material when you come out to these events. We got 10 acts that are going to be competing for this $250 grand prize. It's the Listen Local Artist Showcase number 7. Plus, we're going to have 5 special acts, 3 of them right here that are going to be performing that night. Going to have Big Coop doing his thing. Got Lilville, a.k.a. Mr. Perp, going to be doing his thing. And then we got Tom Johnson, a.k.a. Primetime Tommy, going to be doing his thing as well, throughout the thing. And then we got Nicodemus that's going to be performing. And
Dat Boy
Max also going to be performing. So it's going to be one hell of a show. It always is. And they're going to be lucky number 7, Listen Local Artist Showcase number 7, going down at the Main Street Food and Beverage Friday, May the 24th here here in Evansville. Get your tickets either through one of us, one of the acts, through D-Boy Records, or through the Main Street Food and Beverage in downtown Evansville. What else we got talking about? The Blues Festival coming up.
Yes, sir.
Saturday, May the 18th. Got the Blues and Southern Soul Festival at the Tee-Off Bar and Lounge, 1080 Parmaker Road, Bowling Green, Kentucky. You know what I mean? It's going to be an adult outdoor event. Live music, so bring your lawn chairs. Hopefully the weather doesn't, make them postpone anything like that. Right. You know what I mean? But it's going to be supposed to be a good day, good event, outdoor event. Brought to you by the George Fant Foundation. If you want to get more information, you can call 270-850-5899 or email georgefantfoundation76@gmail.com for the Blues and Southern Soul Festival coming up Saturday, May the 18th, out there in Bowling Green, Kentucky, at the TR Bar and Lounge. You're going to have the Jay Morris Group, Nelly, Tiger Travis, Nashville All-Stars, and a whole bunch more stuff. You're into the blues and Southern Soul, you know what I mean? You got a whole bunch of that down there. You know what I mean? So you can come on down there and get your feel of it at the Blues and Southern Soul Festival down in Bowling Green, Kentucky. We was talking about earlier that Tupac's estate has issued a cease and desist letter to Drake now. Not only is Drake, he got beef going from your man Rick Ross.
Right.
But he also got it from the court, from Tupac's estate.
Because,
from that.
You know what, though? Drake is not an original artist. He has a writer's forum. So, if you really couldn't come back with a response on your own, what was the purpose?
So does Drake really have, is that a real thing? Does Drake really have ghost writers writing his stuff? Has that been confirmed?
I read a lot about that. I don't know if it's been confirmed.
He got ghost writers and he bites songs.
Right.
He can also write songs too, but he has bitten a lot of them.
Okay. I mean,
yes,
and that's been a concern. There's a lot of artists out there. They say Cardi B don't write all of her own stuff. You know what I mean? But Drake is taking it to a whole nother. You remember the Michael Jackson hologram? Did any of y'all see that?
Yeah.
The Michael Jackson hologram concert.
Tupac.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Where, that's a different thing. Now, these were holograms that were performing the actual songs of Michael Jackson and Tupac. So it wasn't like some computer created, because they did have that. Do y'all remember when they had the one computer created AI rapper? It was out.
And they shutting down.
Yeah, man. A lot of hip hop distributors and record labels came out. They had a whole AI rapper. They had a whole promotional blitz that was supposed to take place and everything. Because a lot of people thought that it was real.
He got signed, and then the next week they shut it down.
Wow.
AI rapper
got a real deal.
An AI rapper got signed.
A real deal.
You know what I mean? To a record label. That was crazy. So that was like remember the artist strike that went down in Hollywood, the writer's strike that was going on, and a lot of the Hollywood production companies leaned over towards AI. They tried to say, they wasn't getting the AI to write full scripts, but to just give them ideas and pictures and, preliminary drawings, you know what I mean? And they still had a few unsigned, non-union writers or whatever, but a lot of that stuff was AI, you know what I mean? They leaning, because, AI, no, don't get it confused. Now, AI, artificial intelligence is kind of like a wrong name for it, because it's not intelligent.
It's not intelligent.
Yeah, it's not thinking about anything.
No,
it's not
just
coming up.
Words and
right. It's
things.
not creative in any kind of way. All it does is take stuff that's already been written throughout the course of humanity and just and you say, okay, I need you to give me something that sounds something similar to this topic right here, and it's gonna start with that first word you give it. And then it's going to run and it's going to build, because it can come up with some stupid shit.
I will say this, though. I mean, that was a dope-ass idea. He just didn't think about it, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like he should,
Nah, the song we talking about is tailor-made.
With Drake being Drake, he could have kept it original and still did his thing, you know what I'm saying?
Right. That's what I'm saying, though. You didn't have to do the AI, the Tupac.
You know what I'm saying? The fake voices on there. I mean, you can still clearly tell it's his bars. You can tell it's him rap. It's his style. Pac didn't rap like that.
And that was my thing. I'm keep the mic a little bit closer, Coop. Yeah. But that was my thing, though, because when you hear the song, you can tell that this is not Tupac. Right. This is not Snoop Dogg rapping.
Right.
This is, because it almost sounds like Drake, if Drake wrote something for Tupac and Snoop and had them rap it in his exact style, because even like the word inflections and the rhyming scheme and stuff, you can definitely tell that this is Drake.
Not natural at all. It's
just not natural at all. You know what I mean? So
one hell of an idea.
Good idea.
It went south for him.
Super disrespectful. But
you did. And that's what the Tupac estate is saying.
Right.
That it's disrespectful.
Yeah.
You know, if he'd have taken an old Tupac verse, maybe.
No Tupac beat.
No, just nothing Tupac, period. You know what I'm saying? Because
I'm just trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. If you want a Tupac, because you know Tupac wrote a million verses. He was writing like 3-4 songs a day in jail. You know what I mean? So it's not like there's like a shortage of Tupac material that hasn't been used. You could have taken one of his weakest, wackest verses, whatever you want to say, one of the unused blow the dust off the verse kind of thing, and do that. Maybe even even if it's something that Tupac hadn't recorded yet, you could take the script and actually program an AI to say, hey, write this like he did with his own, where you say, rap this in a Tupac style. In AI, this is an old verse from Tupac that we just wanted to bring to life, maybe. But the imitation of having Tupac, sounding like
it was slow, wasn't it?
It just didn't. Did it hurt?
It was Drake on this little poetry shit. You know how he be getting deep with his little flow. You know what I'm saying? That ain't Tupac though.
Yeah, it's not Tupac.
When
not
Tupac's
Snoop.
voice was coming out, it just like, what is this?
Right.
You know
I thought,
right.
it didn't hit me the right way. It felt wrong. And then when Snoop came on, because Snoop's still alive, I'm waiting on, that is Snoop he trying to imitate on that third verse, right?
Right.
Or on the second verse, because it's Pop go first, and it's the Snoop one.
Snoop second.
Hearing Snoop sound like Drake, I was like,
I don't know why he wouldn't just ask him or pay him to do it.
That's where it gets funky.
He did a Grubhub commercial. I know you could have got him to do a real verse.
If you're a real lyricist, though, you don't need no help from nobody. And Chris Brown proved that.
Right, especially
I'm nowhere near. I'm nowhere near against aggressive appearances or anything like that. But it just didn't sound right. And I think that's what Tupac's estate is coming from. You trying to ride off his name, just saying you got a Tupac sound alike just to get people to check out and talk about it the way we're talking about it and all that kind of other stuff. You know, but they like cease, desist. Stop promoting it, take it down off YouTube, take all the links off. But once it's out there in the ether, in the internet,
it's out there. Somebody's always gonna have access to it.
You know what I mean? So it's I don't know if he put that out there as something to get paid off of.
Yeah.
Is it for sale? Can you buy that off of?
I mean, you still gonna get the streams,
like Spotify, whatever.
I'm sure it is.
It's gonna be on.
Go
see, and that's the thing.
When two celebrities get to dissing each other, I mean that's publicity right there, just for
Right. Who would get the money out there? Because you're not using Tupac really, but you are using his essence.
They still get the money off of it. It just be like one of us when we upload our stuff to our DistroKid or whatever services we using to distribute it out there. They'll still get paid off of it. They drop the song, they put it in there. They got for their format.
Yeah, because they'll get paid for it.
Would Tupac or Snoop's estate be entitled to any of the royalties off of that?
They went to court to sue, probably.
It's so much stipulations with all that these days. Because look how many people jack beats and do different put little sayings and stuff like Lil Jon, his chair, that's in all kind of beats and nigga songs and. And it's different stipulations behind all that shit, man.
And that's where the cease and desist come in. They was like, man, look, stop till we figure out what's going on, because this is some weird shit right here. Ever since that AI rapper and how do you judge, what's ethical? Because it's not illegal.
The moral fact.
You know what I mean? You taking you're not only taking a deceased rapper's image, you know what I mean, and saying you taking another motherfucker you could even pay to do it. You got Snoop. You got a fake Snoop AI.
What's bothering me the most out of all of this, like, you know what I'm saying, all these is good rappers, but the one that I like the most is the one that backed out and apologized.
Oh, come on. Let's not start with the J. Cole.
Cold world.
Hey,
that boy be going. It didn't make no sense for that. I mean, you murked that boy and then gonna apologize.
And see, I'm mad that I don't even think he murked Kendrick. I think J. Cole phoned that verse in. I wasn't too impressed by that verse at all. You know what I mean? But the fact that you backed out then.
Right.
Oh, I don't like that move at all. If you gonna step your foot in it.
Now though, bro, like I said, he did a grown man thing.
See, and there you go with that grown man, bigger man shit. I'm not vibing with that one, Joe. This is battle rap music.
He hit him in his mouth and picked him up and dusted him off.
That's it.
See, but I don't even think he did that. You like J. Cole better than Kendrick's verse? You like that J. Cole verse?
I'm a Cole fan.
I'm definitely part of Cole world. But I'm still gonna call bullshit on bullshit.
I didn't really
to
like
me.
Kendrick's verse like that, all that little weird, don't big three, don't just me. All that little, I don't really feel all of that.
Right. Thank you, Coop. Thank you.
I kind of think J. Cole phoned that one in on that one. We had a whole little discussion about that one. J. Cole could have came a lot harder, a lot better, on that without being ignorant about it, without being disrespectful about it. You ain't got to talk about his mama or nothing.
Hey, don't sleep on him.
Because Jay
messages
he'll
all
come.
through their albums,
you know what I mean? He'll do it. And I would have loved to see a real battle, a real battle of lyricists between J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar. If Drake want to jump in, he got it because Drake can write, even though he's got some ghost writers.
Drake can't write, period.
And that's the whole thing.
I disagree with you on that one. Drake can write, Joe.
Drake has been known to use
everybody know what
he does, but he can.
I'm like this though.
At what point can you tell the difference between the two? Is it
exactly.
You
can't tell the difference between the two.
I
when you feel like you're taking candy from a baby, you know what I'm saying? Why do it? You know what I'm saying? I bet that's how Cole felt.
Right. But then why make the song at all? That's what I'm tripping on. Why would you even make the song at all?
He had to respond for the fans. He dissed first.
There you go.
He dissed first.
And I'm saying, if you
got to
respond
bite back, and then he just like,
I know it was like, I really didn't want to do that. I didn't like. And I was like, no, you got to keep going. You can't stop. You can't stop.
Like, I'm sorry, I ain't gonna do this to you, man.
Now, when it comes, would you? Now I'm waiting to see if Snoop. If his estate don't say anything about it. I haven't heard anything about Snoop's estate saying anything about taking a verse off or anything like that. Some people looking at it as
got this cease and desist letter. Snoop's probably legal team's probably already looking into it.
Because I mean it's you can't say it's copyright infringement.
No,
you can't. It's not saying that it's Snoop or Tupac on the song. They're not listed there, but it's listed as Drake doing all the
voices.
But it's like Eddie Murphy doing all the clumps.
I don't think can't do nothing about that. That's actually him rapping it. That's him recording it.
Yeah, that's
they use the computer thing to change your voice.
So but that's what illegal. That's what illegal.
That's like a punch in though.
Like you can't really. It'll be like somebody. All right, for instance, how could we say this?
But Drake did that to make money, bro. He didn't do it.
Of course, it was all to make money. You know what I mean? But it wasn't ethical.
Because they got that.
I don't really think he did it to make money.
Anybody?
I think he did it because them is like legends. And he wanted like some legends is on there.
But he could have
Snoop's still alive.
Like the legends is on there backing him. Should I say? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but Snoop's still
alive. If you really want a legend about, you could have had Snoop. That's what I was saying. He could have had Snoop on the song for real, and they could have found an old Pac verse to do. But it's the fact that you manipulated your own, not even manipulated your own voice. You programmed the computer to take your voice and make it sound like these two guys. Because there's no doubt who they supposed to sound like. That's not an issue. Anybody who's heard that song, there's like Perk just got through listening to it. You can tell who it's supposed to make you think of.
Right.
But the rap style is all Drake.
And that's where he's going to get away with it at.
I don't think he's going to get away with it.
It's not actually them. It is a voice recorded that's altered. So, you know what I'm saying? You can't really, if it's not them, it's not them. No matter if it sounds like them, you can make something sound like anybody you want.
Right.
Okay, now I'm going to ask you this,
Coop. If that's the case, they wouldn't there's all kind of different apps where you can get on things and change your voice up.
Right.
If you know what I'm saying? Like if that was the case, you know what I'm saying, you wouldn't even be able to use auto-tune. You know what I mean?
But when you
auto-tune alters your voice.
Yeah, it alters your voice, but not to the point where you see. And that's the thing. We know he altered it to the point to make it sound like that, yeah. So if we know that's what you tried to do you owe Pac them some bread?
I think so. Yes.
Can it be a tribute?
But when it comes
like
down
I was
to
just
it,
making a tribute out there.
When you in the courts, you know what I'm saying, you got to prove that that's Pac.
Maybe not.
That's like porn. It's like a thing. They say there's no true definition of pornography and legal definition, but a judge can say, I know it when I see it.
Right.
So
Drake do for monetary reasons.
Hey, get Tom Johnson. We ain't heard of Tom Johnson.
Whatever program that he used, though, because it's a program that actually, you know what I'm saying, that you can download or something like
it's
that.
It's one of the AI programs, yeah.
To use it,
and that's what I was going to say next. If they get him, they're going to have to go. They're going to have to go. It's going to be a big whole process.
Situation.
I'm sure
it's going to change a lot of stuff up, too.
Hey, Perp, get Tommy your mic real quick. Let me ask Tommy this. All right, Tommy. If somebody made a song to say they got their AI, you ain't have to leave the screen. I wasn't kicking you off the show. No, I just say had a phone emergency. But Tom Johnson, if somebody made a song, like you have a very defined style, you know what I mean? We know a Tom Johnson song, Primetime Tommy song. If somebody in Evansville made an AI song that sounded like Primetime Tommy, and we knew it was supposed to be Primetime Tommy.
Bitch ain't shit.
You know what I mean? He say something, living that champagne bottle life, you know what I mean? Something to let you know that's supposed to be Primetime Tommy. Primetime Tommy, would you get angry or would you find it as a compliment?
Shit, if it ain't me, it ain't me.
Right.
Don't get into that perpetrating. If it ain't me, don't play like it's me. Because you might say some shit that I wouldn't say.
Exactly. And that's what I was saying, though, about Snoop's verse. Drake is trying to pull them into something.
Well, what it really is, Kendrick Lamar calls himself a West Coast legend. Drake tried to go get two West Coast legends and do the AI verse and try to diss the nigga.
Right.
Shit was trash.
Right. He's trying to get the fans in his favor.
Saying that I can get more fans in your hood than you can. See, that's another little over what I say the overlay for the underplay.
I see what he was trying to do with it, but he didn't think about it that hard. You know what I'm saying? He didn't think about it first.
And, and as I say, the Tupac.
It was a rush to judgment, wasn't it cool?
Man.
Just to respond to something.
For real.
Just respond to something. Now he done shot himself in the foot.
But like I say, he might not be legally responsible for something, but it's just the moral implications of it that you took, the man's verse, and not only his verse, his voice.
You took
Snoop's voice and duplicated the tone, the vibration, the delivery of it.
Shit was trash.
It's just the wordplay of it, it's because I really don't.
That's one thing I say trash, and I mean it, cool.
No, I didn't like the song.
That's trash.
Yeah, I don't like the song. You know what I mean?
Just call it just trash, but. It wasn't definitely what I expected. Now, when Pac got to spitting the little poetry Drake style.
Okay. I'm gonna put it this way: if this was still the early 2000s, the 90s, where you're doing off album sales, and he dropped that disc, it'd go double aluminum.
Double aluminum.
Wow.
So AI is infiltrating hip hop. It's infiltrated Hollywood a long time ago. They went from the holograms now they trying to do AI rappers. They had the AI rapper. They got signed. We put a stop to that. You know what I mean? Because it was kind of making a mockery of hip hop, Right. But it's kind of like that. Remember that? What's that? The Gorillas.
I got a question though. Why you don't never see AIs redoing the rock and roll songs? Why it's always got to be the nigga shit?
That's what Nino just mentioned.
See, and that's what I was talking about. The
Gorillas.
Now the Gorillas, they're all cartoon made up band, like Scooby Doo in the band and all that kind of.
And they be jamming.
They are real people that are actually singing that in the studio. They're just drawing it as to be a pretend animated group, but these are real people that are actually singing and writing these songs. Now on the next level, you're programming a computer to not only write and look and sing like a person, he's actually gonna write the music too. They
Right.
gon', you know what I mean? So who do you cut the royalty check to? Microsoft?
Right now it's going to Drake.
Whatever app you use.
You know what I mean? Who gets that money? You know?
Whatever app you use.
But then, like I said, Drake did it for the fans to gain followers and fans
Like I said,
to go against Rick Ross.
He almost had something going, but it killed him when
Like
it
Cool
didn't sound good, and now you getting sued.
Nah, like I say, if he the
That
program
was the wackest Tupac verse I ever heard.
Man.
whack, well, yeah,
Well, we can't. That's not
it was
Tupac
like
verse.
nails on the chalkboard to
saying.
me. Hearing Tupac rap like Drake.
Right.
Nah, I was not feeling that. I couldn't. It was just wrong. It was like how y'all be doing peanut butter and chili down here, and everything. That's just wrong.
In order for Drake to come back in this battle and have a chance to even thinking about winning, he got to cut all his facial hair off and go back to the Money to Blow Drake back in 08.
Man,
Money to
look,
Blow Drake was him. That's that guy.
let us know. Do you think AI should be allowed in hip hop like that? Do you think Drake went a little bit too far, putting Tupac AI in his own voice? It wasn't Tupac's voice. Remember, this is Drake rapping it now. This is it. You know it's Drake, but you know it's Tupac too. You know what I mean? You kind of know.
Somebody gonna end up doing something to Drake.
Woo, let's see, because I know Snoop ain't playing. Let's see what direction Snoop
You
go
see in
in.
Africa, they killed that nigga that was running around talking about he looked like Tupac. He Tupac. They killed that nigga.
Man, look, you want to pretend like you know what I mean?
Wow,
Look,
I know that.
you got to be careful with that. You know what I mean? So let's see. I want to see which way Snoop's people is gonna go with this. Are they go? If you think it was disrespectful, or if you like the song, let us know in the comment box below, or hit us up 812-773-3071, or hit us up in our email at live100wuim@gmail.com. That is AI Tupac going too far. It's your boy Nino, your man DX, Primetime Tommy, and your man Big Coop, aka King Coop, and Lil Vil, aka Mr. Perkins, ran off the scene on your morning show on Live 100, The One.
All hell, king shit is speaking. Niggas throw salt because they out of season. Mentioning beef and they become a vegan. They turn their back on the